Hey guys, it's Allie. It is week 16, 17 of pregnancy and week 4 of the 52-week journey, which will be chronicling my pregnancy and my postpartum period. So I'm so excited you guys are following along, and hopefully I'm not boring the crap out of all of you. Anyways, not much is happening this week. Week 16. I have this new app though. Oh my gosh, if you're pregnant, you have got to get it. It's called Ovia Pregnancy. Look it up on your phone. But anyways, it translates how big your baby is instead of it being like an orange or an apple or, you know, an eggplant. This week mine is an action figure. So pretty sweet, pretty awesome, and perfect for a boy mom. So if you guys don't have it, that app is hands down the best pregnancy app. I have the baby center one and I had another one, and they were just not as awesome as this one. So I'm tracking my weight, my mood, and just pretty much everything, keeping track of what I want to ask my doctor and stuff like that inside this app. So if you're pregnant or expecting or whatnot, get the Ovia app. And then also if you're trying to get pregnant and need an app to chart your period, we did natural family planning, and the best app we found was PinkPad. It tracks your period. It tells you when you're ovulating. Obviously, we messed up ours because we were trying not to get pregnant. But it's the best thing to, if you want to get pregnant or just track your periods a little bit better. It really empowers you to see how your mood changes each month. And it's crazy because I always thought I only got moody during my period, but I got like total bitch mode when I was ovulating. So it's cool to see how your mood goes. And it's nice to see that you can see the cycles from each month and see that you're not really going crazy. It's like just your body and the hormone fluctuation in your body. So it's kind of cool. So get PinkPad if you know you're just wanting to chart your period or trying to get pregnant. It's awesome. And then Ovia if you're pregnant. I love it. So anyways, last week was LA and I'm still so tired from it. I got home and the boys had been sick, and whatever they had, I got instantly and was puking. So that was interesting. And then we had sick kids most of the week. So I am so excited for tomorrow to start and for our kids to go back to school. It's just been, it's been very overwhelming trying to get back on my feet last week. But anyways, LA was awesome. It was a quick trip. It was so much fun though. We had meetings a lot of the days, and one of my best friends came. She's not in the business with me, but she came and stayed. And I would be in meetings all day, and I'd come back, and I'm like, so Brandy, what did you do today? And she's like, well, I laid by the pool, and then I got in the hot tub, and I read a book. And then she's like, and then I took a nap on the hammock. And I'm like, so she had an awesome trip. And then Saturday we had a total free day. We got to visit the Hollywood Hills. We got to that observatory, that Griffith Overlook thing. Oh my gosh, freaking gorgeous. We saw like all the stars' homes. We saw Ashton Kutcher's new house. We saw Justin Timberlake's house, which is insane with all these security cameras and these, I think they were like 20 feet bushes with motion lights all over. And he has a security guard in the front. Like, it is just padded down. You can't even get to it. But we saw a ton of cool houses, Katy Perry's, and I don't even know who else. It was really, really cool. So we did that, and then we walked the Hollywood Star Walk thingamabobber. That was cool. It was kind of, I would say, that part of it was equivalent to Times Square, New York. Like, that's how crazy it was. But everything else was really cool. The one thing I wanted to do that I was dying to do was go to SUR, which if you don't watch The Real Housewives, you don't know what it is, but Lisa Vanderpump's her one restaurant, and also Vanderpump Rules, that's what it's, that's where it's set. So anyways, we went there. I was super excited because I was expecting to be kind of blown away by the food and the quality. It was special. I will just classify it as special. The prices were really good. It was honestly equivalent to eating in Ohio. It wasn't any different. And it just did not blow my mind. Not at all. Not at all. We saw Lola. I guess she's on the show. She was our hostess. We didn't see anybody else though. But like, okay, so midway through we're eating and this lady walks in selling roses that light up. Like, I felt like I was at an NBA game or a baseball game where they're selling Cracker Jacks, like yelling at you. It was very bizarre. Like, I don't imagine Lisa Vanderpump allowing that. Like, it was so weird. So anyways, I think next time I'd skip doing that and I would have just ordered room service, which room service, amazing. It was just so nice to not have to clean my room and to have food brought to the door. It was nice for a few days. And then we went to Venice Beach. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law and my 2 godchildren live there, so we saw that. They live literally 100 yards from the beach. It's gorgeous. And we walked up and down there. And I don't know if you guys saw the movie Valentine's Day. I think it was set there because they have all these really cool canals in Venice going up and down. And it was so cool. Like, that's where I'd want to live. I'd want to paddleboard out my back door. But it was totally different. Really cool experience. The whole business aspect of it was great. I learned a lot and, got to network with a lot of coaches. So that was fun. And it was just a nice little break. So we're just ready for next week to start and hopefully not be puking myself and not have my kids being sick. But anyways, I got to read a little bit more of this book on my 10 hours round trip flights. The one that I talked about, I thought it was just me, but it isn't. You guys, this is amazing. I encourage every single person to read this book. It is groundbreaking. It makes you feel just so much more in tune with yourself, and I highly recommend getting this because, you guys are enough. We are all enough, and this book just proves that we're enough. We don't need to worry about what everybody else thinks, and it's just really great. And then for, my parenting side of life, my sister-in-law gave me this book. It's called I'm Outnumbered. It's written by a mom of 4 boys. But how to raise boys, because I'm still trying to figure it out. We had Vincent's Pinewood Derby yesterday, which was a very interesting experience of boy life, and he got thumped. I felt horrible. It was one of those things where you just didn't want him to have to see his car lose every single time. And it's not just one race. He had to go up there like 12 times, put his car up, and then go wait for it and watch it lose again and again and again and again. And halfway through, he was like, I just want to leave. And of course, we're like, no, you have to stay. Like, we're building your character. So anyways, the Pinewood Derby was a very interesting experience. The Boy Scouts world is brand new to me, and I better get used to it because Luke will be in it next year. And he'll be doing the Pinewood Derby, and hopefully we can create a car that doesn't get last place. But anyways, I was telling Jordan that I actually am kind of glad because I don't want my kids to win everything and expect to win everything and be the most perfect at everything. Like, I don't want that. They need to build that character. They need to see you're not going to get your way every single time, and that it's okay. You don't have to be perfect at everything. It's just like this. You are enough. So a little bit of me was kind of glad that he's getting these lessons early on so that he doesn't grow up thinking the world revolves around him and that he gets everything he wants, because that's not how it goes. Sorry, bro. But anyways, that was our weekend. It was like 50 in Ohio, so we got to walk to dinner last night, which was really fun. People legit, I think we're insane when we go places with 4 little kids at dinner time, but they were really good, and it's nice to not have to cook. So that was our weekend in a nutshell. Week 16. Going on 17, and yeah, everything's going swimmingly well. I kind of don't feel pregnant, so I am excited to go to the doctor again. You just, when they're not kicking yet, and I don't know, it's just an awkward period. So I'm excited for Henry to start kicking and us to move on a little bit. But my belly is moving a tiny bit, nothing too crazy. It's slowly but surely coming out, and people are like, are you sure you're pregnant? And I'm like, yeah. The reason I'm not showing as quickly as I did in my past 4 pregnancies is because I started off healthy. This is the first time I've ever been healthy in my entire life. I didn't exercise at all going into any of my pregnancies, and the second I found out I was pregnant, I was like, free for all, heck yeah. So this time I'm just being a lot smarter and trying to work out as often as possible, not trying to kill myself, but just being smart, and it's paying off, and I'm hoping for an easy postpartum situation. And yeah, that's about it. So I hope you guys are enjoying my long talks about pregnancy. Hopefully I'll have something more interesting in the coming weeks, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye.